抱いてよねそばにおいでよ
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Chargers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Cardinals, who will need to solve that secondary.
EA Sports is to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Detroit. Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rivers now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 5 yards to go. To throw is Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. To throw now in his own end zone. It's caught. It's the former Charger, Ladarius Green. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The first down carry here for Johnson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 40 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Play action. They'll throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Following the interception here, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, good move. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Hurry up, here we go. Let's go. Check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Hey, downtown! Check, Patriot!
Second down, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Golden in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers getting his safety valve here. That's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Let's go.
First down, Rivers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
From the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down following the run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down. Rivers got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the play to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Here we go now. Blue line. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. The Seahawks have scored in that one, and they retake the lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Johnson again, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Right now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's caught by Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Let's go. Green 39. Here we go. Leffer. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw is Rivers. And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing, Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about... Today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a handoff, Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. Yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to the position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down. He had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. Well, an extreme